Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Memes of the Week. The best thing you can do for this channel is bang that like button like it's Sydney Sweeney in a sundress, so it reaches a wider audience. Also, before I get on with the memes, first a word from today's sponsor, the Red Pill Ring. The Freemasons have their own rings and now so do we. When another MGTOW sees your gold, silver, or bronze ring, he's going to know exactly what it means and that both of you have the same value system. Now all we have to do is make a secret handshake. Please visit redpillring.com today to get your precious ring. Do it fast before Gollum with boobs stops you. And now on with the memes. Number one is an article saying that AI will make healthcare safer and better. It may be cheaper too. But will it really be cheaper? Yes, because it means less doctors making a diagnosis for you. Corporations can then charge you less for checkups with an AI instead of hiring an actual doctor. It just means they'll get rid of many of the incompetent old 70 and 80-year-old doctors that have out-of-date diagnostic skills and understanding of modern medicine. AI still won't help you to get healthy though. It'll just treat you and keep you alive. Up next, Mexican parents burn textbooks infected with the virus of communism to protest gender ideology. Looks like Mexico is based as well as being fiery yet mostly peaceful. Wait until the American illegals find out. Maybe some of them will move to Mexico once America can no longer pay for their welfare checks. Also, just wait and see what Mexicans do when they find out about the internet. Number 3, McDonald's is offering its new Lizzo meal made up of 10 burgers, 95 nuggets, and 6 Diet Cokes. Looks like you've come a long way, baby calf. But it's healthy because it includes diet soda. That's for those that have fitness in mind. Once Lizzo is done eating all of that, then what is she supposed to eat next? I'm ready, McDonald's. Lizzo size me. Moving on is a picture of the founder of the transgender visibility on the left. On the right is the Penguin from Batman Returns. The resemblance is uncanny. To be honest though, the Penguin looks better and at least he got to play his city like a harp from hell. America is becoming like Gotham City, but unfortunately for us, there is no Batman or Michael Keaton to save it. Number 5, there's a next account called Surrogacy Concern, freaking out that women are selling their eggs for tens of thousands if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, saying that this woman was in agony giving up her eggs, but probably not as much agony as if she was pregnant giving birth. Plus now she can potentially be the mother of 63 children, and she gets paid to do it. Buying only 5 eggs costs almost $10,000, so you do the math. I can't wait until someone gets upset because their kid has more gums than teeth. Up next, we have a woman saying that she sells farts for a living. It's not an easy job and she's not getting the respect she deserves. Sadly, there are way too many simps out there buying these. It's not easy though because she was hospitalized for the excessive farting because of the diet that she had to eat. Doesn't anyone know how many beans she had to eat to keep up with demand? What she should have done is outsource the fart production to India and no one would have known the difference. Number 7 is a 20-year-old tattooer. She's on her 7th abortion and proud of it, and has expensive tattoos so that no one mistakes her for being homeless. Women like her spend thousands of dollars on tattoos only to struggle to pay their rents. Women like this think that they're rebels and unique, but they're just cookie-cutter copies of other women like them. Many women these days just get tattoos because cutting is way too obvious. But don't worry guys, I can fix her. Moving on, who's prettier? Miss Germany 2024 or some random Aldi cashier? Ironically, the Aldi cashier may actually speak German. Also, for research purposes, does anyone know where this Aldi is located? It's not for me, it's for a friend. Because the Aldis I went to when I was in Europe, the cashiers always looked like my wonky-eyed aunts. It seems that ugly women are trying as hard as they can to change the ideal of beauty so that chads find them attractive. It's really sad to see. Number 9 is a woman that'll edit your ex out of your photos for only $10. Women seem to think that their ex-guys will lose their minds if they see themselves taken out of the picture like Trotsky. If you look closely, it looks like she photoshopped half a man into the first picture. Where are bro's legs? Looks like they're under the ground and he's standing straight up. These days you can do this for free with a Samsung phone. That's probably what she's going to use. Up next, we have a woman wondering how to cover these marks around her neck because her fiancé Bob the Beta is coming back from deployment and she doesn't want him to find out that she's been doing the old hanky-panky spank me with somebody else. People tell her to use tons of makeup on her face and neck and make sure that they match. But aren't hickeys so high school? Who does them anymore? If she really wanted to cook his noodles, she could say this was self-inflicted because she couldn't wait for little Bob the Beta to come home. Number 11 is Chris, saying that a woman should eat off a man's plate to establish dominance on the first date. Tay then fires back by saying leave her with a bill to establish consequences. Or you could just walk out on the date right then and there and experience freedom. You can also remind her that her body looks like she's already had a few too many calories, and that she's a high-calorie human, and that she's hot like Lizzo. That's what I would do in this situation. I see your dominance, and I raise you shame. Moving on is a woman that is pregnant and single, but she's not looking for a new baby daddy. Just a good time. Well, at least she's being honest, sort of. Or so you think. She probably doesn't want there to be any pressure on you, so you fall for her. And that the little man with the half-fro growing inside of her gets a new daddy. Look on the bright side, though. At least you don't have to worry about getting this woman pregnant. She's just target practice at this point. Number 13, Bob the Builder over here needs to relax thinking he can fix women. There are dozens of other dudes trying to do the same, and they might as well be the construction crew. But are only 12 dudes trying to help her? More like 120. No man in the world can fix a woman. They're set as children by their parents. But women, on the other hand, can fix men. Don't let her try and change you, fellers. Up next, we have a candidate for the weirdest plastic surgery trend. The guy on the right looks like he's wearing somebody else's face. If you look really closely, they all look like they swapped each other's faces. I can smell this picture and it smells like tacky Italian cologne and shisha. They also kind of look like Tekken characters. Number 15 is a woman saying that ladies no longer look for looks. That they are now looking for maturity, stability, loyalty, and peace. Sounds like all the things that men look for in a woman but never find. Fella in Versace says, if only you had this mindset before becoming a single mother. Or before being stuffed. Correction, she can no longer attract a good-looking man, so now she's trying to attract an unattractive one that can provide for her and Aiden. Moving on, millennials and Gen Z have it hard today. But Gen X had too much job security and it was boring and soul-sucking. We could afford a house, a car, and a family. And it was absolute conformist hell. Today's young guys wish they could have those things. The thing to remember is that when you don't have problems, your mind makes its own problems. The trick is to create your own problems consciously that you enjoy working on. This was peak America pre-9/11. Number 17, millennials need to understand that they aren't aging poorly. After seeing the cast from the first season of the television show Cheers, they already look like they were in their mid-40s and early 50s. It's also kind of crazy to think that Kelsey Grammer here in his first episode of Cheers was only 29 but looks 46. Or better yet, Paul Rudd and Wilford Brimley, each at the age of 52. Up next, this is how you make Canada great again, by locking this guy up. His recent budget increased the capital gains tax, and it'll probably cost me $150K next year, on top of the tax I already needed to pay. I'm already as tax efficient as I can be. And here I thought that the worst he could do was take my freedom of speech away, and lock me up for life in prison for hate speech, and put me under house arrest for crimes that I might commit in the future. Number 19 is this lesbian lady, and she's still haunted by a straight lady, who asked her when lesbians have sex, when do they decide that they're done? The better question is who initiates sex, because women are usually indecisive about that. I think they know that they're done when the batteries run out though. 12 years in, Rook here still hasn't been able to find the answer. That is absolutely worrisome. This is a trick question. They both claim to have headaches, so there is no sex. Moving on, Bammy Dale says, a guy rejected her female friend because her body count was at 20, and is wondering if rejecting someone you love is valid because of that. Why would you genuinely love a girl with a double-digit body count? She can't bond with you emotionally anymore. Bonding to her is like trying to feed caviar to a cow. But women want to feel loved even when they're no longer capable of it themselves. Number 21, if you say anything bad about women on Twitter or anywhere online, people come after you with tiki torches. Because regular torches and pitchforks are just too damn offensive these days. It's mostly the simps that come to silence you on behalf of their female overlords. When men are in relationships with only one woman, they protect all women because our biology makes us that way when we're in love. Love is the ultimate control mechanism. Up next, Taylor Swift is now Taylor Not So Swift, or Taylor Slow. And it looks like she's been eating plenty of Lizzo's McDonald's meals while working at McDonald's. It's poetic justice because Here she is taking the ice cream from kids in Ooga Booga Land. So it serves her right that she gained all that weight. What's even more creepy is this Swifty Chucky doll. You definitely can't unsee it now. Number 23, we have an old white dude spending 99% less money in Asia on the ladies than he ever would have in North America. They're also far hotter as well. He's just helping the girls in need, and they're helping him relieve the pressure caused by his seed. You too can be like Gandalf and get with young, thin women without tattoos in Thailand and beyond. Just don't bring them and the venereal disease back to your country. Moving on is the dildo of consequence coming for California's brilliant $20 an hour minimum wage for fast food workers. Now, fast food workers are being let go and in some cases being replaced by automation. Higher wages means higher prices means less jobs. That's how it works. It's also about making more people poor so they keep voting for Democrats. The villains are not the fast food companies, but the gooberment. Number 25 and the last one, this is why Americans shouldn't pay for other people's healthcare in that country. Because there are people like this that are eating entire bricks of cheddar cheese. She better check her hand to make sure all her fingers are there after she's done eating this. The irony is that cheese is probably the healthiest part of her diet. She probably hasn't gone to the bathroom in a month though. That's the best way to save on toilet paper. So that's it for another Memes of the Week. Please give this video a like to push it up in the algorithm and so new viewers can find it. If you enjoy this series and want me to keep making more, then donate at the PayPal and subscribe star links below. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your day, and cheers.